dropped it in the main. Comment share.
Where's the
I dropped it into the live, I dropped it into the main, chat of the Discord.
You're dropping it in there, are you?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna get 19 drivers. Almost got a full grid here. Actually, no, that's including us, so no, take that back. Well, that's 19 plus us. Yeah. Alright, get one more driver in here. You like the circuit?
Yep.
Yeah, you did pretty good. What were you, P3?
Yeah, I'll probably get P2.
Didn't you, but you just raced yesterday, right?
What?
Didn't you just race yesterday?
Yes.
It was P2 or P3?
P3, but I'll get P2. Should be getting P2.
Yeah, maybe really have a really good showing yesterday. You've had some tough breaks. You've had some tough breaks this year. You've been right there, and then a couple times just got away from you. So it's good to see you back on the podium. Alright, we should be about ready to go live. Huh. You're probably waiting on me, but I gotta clean my glasses. Blind in one eye, I can't see out the other. So well, maybe I'll just drive that way. Alright.
Are we live?
Yes, sir. Here.
Alright, so...
Yeah, here we are live in Austin, Texas. I guess you can say it's one of my home races. I'm Artistic F1, and I'm his shared co-host today with my man Chappers. And I'm gonna try to give you guys. Oh man, it's great to be with you today, Chappers. So I'm sure we're gonna give the fans a very entertaining race.
Yeah, for sure. It should be a good one. It's a very technical track. It's almost like full track to find what the track layout is. It's a bit of a challenge, but I like this track. It's very, very fun. Probably one of my favourite tracks in the game, actually. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two, three guys do today. We've got a couple of wild cards from Tier 4 in here today, I can see. So it's going to be interesting for those. Be able to give them a good sense of how the races run for their race tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those you either like it or love it circuits. Some people say it's kind of a hodgepodge of too many other circuits combined. You know,
Yeah. So it is a dry session here today for the qualifying, and hopefully it will be for the race also. There is quite a few Tier 4 drivers in here today. I can see Vintage is here.
Well, let's run through our championship leaders. We've got Matty D at 142 points, Sinister at 105, Pulaski at 92, Pierre Owen at 86, T-Mouse at 66, Showboss at 66, D-Hog at 65, followed by Raysburger at 62, Lucifer Shahid at 56, LeBrown at 49, Cavalis at 46, Monstar at 40, Crew Steamers 36, Gasman Pan at 6, Kevo at 4, Lightsetto at 2, Dunmore at 2, Craigie, Webstar, Forza, and Just Gaming, as well as Panda Man. Or you have to score points. Actually, Panda Man is negative 5 points. So something must have happened with the stewards on that one.
Yeah, definitely. A few drivers are just heading out on track now. I'm going to see who is the first driver. We can see that it's gone out on track, and it is one of the Red Bulls, and I believe it is Zippy is the first driver out of the box on his out. So it's going to be interesting to see how the qualifying is really good. With some easy down on
Yeah, I believe.
it's going to take a couple of minutes for the drivers to they're allowed to get a second. So very favorable for the over.
Where is it?
As I said, some reserves from this evening. Tier 2, I know the crew was out on track yesterday. Monster was out on track yesterday. Chappers was
yeah, I think you're about right. Crew Steamers was out there, I believe.
So we do have Zippy customers starting this call. So if you now can come to a bit of traffic with drivers on that map, so Zippy is the first driver. Then first second, traffic in this one that they will go down this way. As he is off the line, swooping downhill before a long actually breaking line, just going to 150 meters forward, getting an apex down recently again, power up, not hitting the curb, keep his time there. He will actually be getting a drive there off the car. Who is it on? I can't quite see. They are weaving, they need to get out of this way, I believe.
Who was that? Was that Chilas?
Indeed, second through a very tight, twisty section of this track. If you've got a high downforce setup, which I was running yesterday, you can dedicate a lot of time through this section. You can nail it. Long sweeping, left hand heading for Hayden corner, right hand, or flicking it right, left foot, multiple corner, forward. The accelerator, braking hard at the line, this one, getting the power up. Main will come across the line for 134.
Yeah, and Matty D immediately passes it up. You know, this is pretty much consistent with the tier 2 times. For quali yesterday, I believe they were in the low 134s.
Yeah, I did a 134 flappers with the first back line. It's not necessarily just getting out of the way there. Of Matty, who is also in lap now. Who is the next driver that I can see? Obviously he's just gone through into third. One of the highest drivers, I believe it is F1 Nerd. He's just coming across the line now. He's fourth.
What the heck is he?
46 flat. It's Martins. That's Spoof. It is Spoof. It's got number 136.5. I'm not seeing too fast times here, to be fair.
Yeah, they're kind of starting off a little slow.
Just coming in the pits. One of the just kind of sandwiched corner now. His first flying on, and he does seem to get pits off the base. It's like 130, looking at the sixth. But it was valid. That was one valid lap. Who's that? Someone else was going over one of the Alpines, I believe. That's on that lap. It's quite hard to gauge who is on the
Rage Burger seems to be on the lap right now.
Yeah. Wallace goes into P4.
No, Rage Burger turned into the pit.
Yeah, that was. I mean, valid lap for the Alpine driver, so one of the Aston Martins off the pole speed is currently in lap 5, I believe, unless he's going again, and he's pulling into the pits. Both Alpines and Red One says now around strangely. I'll lap that song that is.
Oh, yeah, PJ spent out. Oh man, that's not a good look. Moss has really been picking it up. Yeah, I try to use a couple of his setups, you know. He seems to have great balance throughout the race.
Matty is the next driver to be coming across the line. Made a bit of a mistake and he has pulled it in. He will, once this comes across the line, Achilles currently unavailable, and there's not really many other drivers that are about to be starting a 5 laps to my knowledge, so I will say Carnage will be the best person to follow at the moment, as he does now start his final lap with a couple of cars coming up. They're going to need to be careful. He's going to get his way, they're doing a nice job of getting out of the way, but it may have been Carnage off slightly. As Carnage will come down to very let's see how he does through sector 1, 25.8 through the first sector.
Yeah, I did some practicing with him yesterday. He was flying.
This does look pretty clean, because now, so far for Carnage Achilles, it hasn't yet set a valid load. He will do his best to set up to also there is still a lot of battery left in that Mercedes as well, so let's see what he can do in this last sector. Just finishing now from a very technical last sector of this circuit. And they will actually heading in soon,
nice.
The F1 very shortly, I believe, which will be a great race to see.
Which race is that?
This one comes up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Singapore this weekend.
Oh, brutal.
I think it's Kota straight after. Can't get it there from the corner heading there nicely. Let's see what he can do.
Look at him. Provisional pole. 134.476. Great lap.
We do have one of the Alpines on cruise stream is currently all alone, but he is pulling it in.
Yeah, he hasn't set a lap. Oh, yes, he has. Okay. But not a legitimate lap for himself. Struggling so far.
Yeah, the monster is just coming back straight visibility quite low on qualifying right now, which is very, very strange. Maybe it's an issue with the game, I don't know, but this isn't quite smooth there either.
No.
It's from last time. It's looking very smooth, that Rebel.
I had to take some of the force feedback out of my wheel. I'm like, is it just this road? I mean, is it my wheel or is it just a really bumpy circuit?
I don't know. I didn't find it too bumpy, although I was running quite high winds. If you quite like the stability of the stream, because you always get a time constraint, but you gain it all back in the first and third sector, so you theoretically don't lose a lot of time, you're just a bit more vulnerable on the street. But if you keep their DRS clean, and that is more needed to P12 with a 137 format, which I believe is without using the
Having a look at F1 there to see if he can improve a little bit. He's in ninth right now, sitting at 136.013. Let's see if he can move a little further up in order.
Tyres behave and how the cars are
Yeah, it's nice to be able to get a preview of the race beforehand, but you know, sometimes it can be doubly frustrating when guys don't have either one of their races work out too well. So it's like, oh man, it could be feast or famine on when you just kind of running the double header like that.
Yeah, I just feel like when you are reserving, stepping in to film a grid in a different tier, you almost have to treat it as like a test. Like I do when I'm in tier 1 and reserved in tier 1. I've always tried to keep out of the way of the tier 1 guys and let them do their own thing. But also for me to, in a sense of strategies and how the guys behave, just essentially just test out the car, test some guys, see how well you track things out. If you want, you know, your actual tiers race like the following day, for example. So it definitely very good to get a sense of how cars are settings, weather as well. Yeah, both from those are being filled by reserves to points, so that is one thing to point out. So keep an eye out for a mega team because they can produce a good result. So as I'll also move their confidence if they can. Being in this out rage worker and
The Bill Neighbor just said he can't hear you well. Bill Neighbor, can you hear me okay right now? Let me know if you can hear me okay, sir. I think he said it's me. Bill Neighbor said, no, he said he only hears me and a Jedi in the background. He only hears me? Really? Okay, let me check my settings to make sure it's not something I've done too because I should be sharing us both out. Audio, nope, it's got, definitely wants to, have a combined mutual broadcast here. We'll be having a look at Vintage. Oh, Raceberger just set the fastest lap of 133.951. But we're gonna see if Bennett can get up here a little higher here. He's turning around turn 19, gonna make his final lap. turn 20. It is turning 20 turns on this particular track. Very complicated circuit. Oh, he was not able to move up at all. Still at the 136. Actually 137.6. Those Abel said he can hear me very low. Like an echo. Chappers, can you say something? Chappers, are you there? Hello? Oh, I hear you now. You completely disappeared from me for a minute there. Oh, it looks like we had a spin out. Bennett has spent out. Looks like he's right around turn 8, 9. Looks like the car got the best of me. Yeah, Chappers, I can hear you. I don't know if they can hear you, but I can absolutely hear you. Well, you're doing great, my friend. I'm having a look at Carnage Achilles to see if he can get in that provisional pole. Can't see how much time we have left. Should be about ready to round this circuit out. 31 seconds left in the session. Coming around the final turn.
I'll be back in a minute until 6.
Okay. Sounds great. Nope. Carnage Achilles was not able to advance. He's still at 134.474 in second place. Oh, it looks like Lucifer Shaheed might have spent out a little bit. But it's okay because he's right now sitting in, looks like he's going to be P4. Chappers just left. I don't know. Must be having some technical difficulties. Matty D, how is Matty D going to do here? He looks like he's not going to be able to move up. He's going to be at starting off in 5th place with the 134.465. Oh, it looks like we had a spin out by XP. XP has spent out. Yeah, that's a really tricky spot over there. I wonder if it's going to let him get turned around right without disqualifying him. He looks like he did it the right way, did not hit reset. Great job, XP. Way to follow all the rules. Don Moore's coming around the final turn to see if he can get up out of the non-point positions. Nope, he was not able to improve his lap. Who's still out there? Caballas. We have a chance to move up. Chappers, you back?
Yeah, I can't read it.
They can't hear you at all?
No, I got very loud. It sounds like
Oh boy. So XP's in the pits. Looks like that's probably going to wrap it up. We're just trying to see whether or not T-Mouse and Lucifer is going to finish 5th, 4th or 5th. Got these guys grayed out. Chappers is having some technical difficulties, so he's going to be out of the race for today. It's just going to be me. Alright, looks like we're going to have our grid all lined up here. I don't know if we're in PlayStation is just giving us a little error because everyone seems to be finished. Alright, so we got Rageburger and Pole. followed by Cameron's Carnage Achilles, T-Mouth, Lucifer Shaheed, followed by Matty D and Six, Pulaski, Caballas, Monstar, and F1 Nerd, rounding out the top 10, followed by XB, Moore, Light Sezo, Spoof, Just Coming, Mason, Bella Naval, Vintage, and Cruise Steamers had our 19th driver. So it looks like Rayburger's only won the track 133, but between the looks like between the top 7 drivers there, we might have like a 1-7 difference other than our pole sitter. So we might have a pretty exciting race here. Now, Constructors Championship so far is led by Austin Martin, followed by Red Bull. Austin's got 184, Red Bull's got 145, McLaren's got 144, Williams at 132, Alpine 98, 95 for Haas, 77 for Ferrari, 68 for Alpine, 1 for Mercedes, and Alfa Romeo is waiting to score his first point. It hasn't given me the option yet to actually see anything. Set any settings. Alright, let me get my settings set up for this race to get started here. Looks like we got a formation lap. Everyone's gonna get a chance to rev those tires up. I'm missing some sound. Let's turn this Bluetooth up a little bit. Well, that's a little better. I need to be able to relay what I'm seeing. See if Cruise Steamers can get off to a little better start in today's race. We had a kind of a difficult race yesterday in Tier 2, but today I think he's going to do a lot better. Like I said, he's not one that typically quality all that great, but his race pace is normally excellent, as well as he has a great way of staying out of traffic. Yeah, I know. Carnage Achilles has got to be in for this race. I tried to practice with him yesterday for a minute. As I said, tried. He was just too fast for me. You know, reminded me one time, got on the dance floor at about 21. Jumped on the dance floor thinking I was going to boogie-woogie a little bit. This young lady just boogied me down so bad. I was so embarrassed. I just walked off the floor. I just didn't know what to say. I was just like, okay, I'm done. I figured out that day I wasn't a dancer. I don't mean like jazz or anything like that. I mean like at the club dancing. No, this is not me. Alright, Raceburger's getting those tires nice and warmed up. This first turn 1 is normally really exciting, one of the more exciting turn 1s in the sport. It's about 234 meters between the start line and that first turn. We're looking at people who came out in the mediums. Let's see what the tire situation is like here. Everyone's on the mediums with the exception of Moore is coming out in the hards. Interesting. Let's have a look from the back. Let's start the race from the back and see how everything looks here. Cruise Steamers is taking his time getting set up. Actually, we'll go middle of the pack. We'll have a look from this Red Bull and Monstar. Oh, then we're off. Oh man, Lucifer Shaheed is making a great start. He's already moved up into 4th place. Clean so far. Everyone seemed to be able to get through the first turns with no problem at all. Oh, Raceburger is already up almost 8/10 of a second over T-Mouse. He's really stretching his lead out already. The T-Mouse and Chappers are going at it pretty well. Coming up on turn 11. It's really interesting to see at this point who is willing to use DRS and who is trying to save it. We got a nice little contestant right here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. We got a little train going so far. Everyone's driving really clean. It looks like we might have had just a little bit of a spin out. Who was that spent out? It looks like it was the AlphaTauri. Okay, I guess we didn't get a chance to see who that was. But the fastest lap, Raceburger. Let's have a look at Matty D and see what he's doing from the 8th spot. Looks like he's about a second behind Carnage Achilles, trying to burn through some of that ERS to catch up. Looks like we're getting lots of cautions over here already. Did we lose someone? No, we did not, but we did have a caution. For just a second. Bennett must have spent out once or twice because we keep getting these cautions back here. Let's have a look and see what's going on from the back of the pack. Crew Stevens is trying to make a move on Mason. A little ways up. Where's our closest battle? Our closest battle right now is Chappers trying. He's about 3/10 of a second behind Pulaski for the 4th spot. Really difficult turn. They hit that bad boy seamless. It looks like Bennett is really struggling back here. Oh, he spent again. Those tires must be really hot. Those tires must be really hot, just not letting him get started. But he's only failed one spot, believe it or not. The battle races he had, he just didn't have that great a quality. Sometimes it's like that. You know, when it gets bad, it's hard to get yourself out of that rut. Hey, life is like that sometimes too. Raceburger had fastest lap, followed by T-Mouse. T-Mouse is not giving up this lead so easily. DRS has been enabled. Let's see if Matty G chased down Cavalis a little bit. Yeah, finding this track really difficult. This section here, you're able to open up a little bit and see if you can put the foot down and make up quite a bit of difference if you can get some late braking in here successfully. You know, he looked like he brakes around the 75-meter board. Hit it perfectly. But so did Cavalis. No one is giving up any pace right now. What's going on here in the back of the grid? Mike Monstar and Light Setzel are going at it, having a nice little battle. Monstar dropped 3 spots already to start the race, so I know he's going to be anxious to try to get back in the points. being chasing down that McLaren. I know McLaren's got a new, really psychedelic, kind of funky paint job coming out for Singapore. It's going to be really interesting. You know, it would be really crazy if it's a night race. I don't know if it is or not, but I love Singapore night races. It just lights up. You know, they don't have to worry about Vegas. They've already got Singapore, and Just Tommy's got the first penalty of the race. Monstar and Life Sezzle are really going at it. Monstar was able to just make a nice turn in here to take the lead. He got through the S's just fine, which is to me the most difficult part of the circuit. Pulaski's just cruising, hoping Lucifer Shaheed makes a mistake so he can possibly get a shot at the podium. All right, we got a little bit of a train forming here in section 2. No real wheel-to-wheel action yet. Everyone is pretty much keeping nice, safe, comfortable distances from each other. T-Mouse is getting a little bit close to the race burger. He is well within DRS range. He's got 60% left on his ERS, 44 for Rageburger. And they both came out on the medium, so it's going to be interesting to see which one blinks first. T-Mouse is trying to make a move. Backed out a little bit. Looking almost as if he's trying to push Rageburger into making a mistake. Looks like we got some action down here between Just Timmy and Crew Steamers. Get up there, Crew. Crew's already moved up 5 spots. Started off 19, trying to get in the points. Looks like we have a caution here somewhere. Oh. Where is that at? I really can't tell. Section 2. Vanagon, I don't want to say it was you, sir. I won't even say it. But looks like we got a full safety car. I don't think anyone's going to be pitting. No, everyone's on medium and hard tires, so expect everyone to stay out there. We should bunch the pack up a little bit. Gonna give Vantage a chance to try to get back in there a little bit. It's quite a bit of ways from the pack. Well, we got a penalty on Just Timmy for looks like he's speeding in the pit lane, and I believe that's his second penalty. Let's see here. Oh, he's got a drive-through penalty, and I believe he also has a 3-second penalty. Oh, 3-second penalty for Mason. The penalties are starting to pile up as we're back to racing. T-Mouse was able to get within a half a second. Oh man, as I speak of T-Mouse, he just got a 3-second penalty. That hurts, trailing Rageburger by only a second. Just picked up a 3-second penalty. That puts Lucifer Shaheed in good position, who was only 3 seconds behind T-Mouse. Oh, we have a spin. Looks like T-Mouse is spent out. T-Mouse spent out. Well, you know, I believe just the other day, it might have been yesterday, T-Mouse spent out in the race and still found a way on the podium. But as he spent out this time, it looks like he lost 3 or 4 spots. He's trying to get back ahead of Caballos in the Haas. Good move, T-Mouse. Way to recover. Now he's trying to chase down Matty D, who was no easy person to pass. By no means. Matty D, T-Mouse, and Chappers all have a a little battle going here. Chappers would probably say how he involved in this 1.3 seconds into the lead by those three drivers there, but getting still on this particular track that is pretty close racing. We know you can get wheel to wheel. Oh, we got another penalty. Light says with a 3-second penalty. The penalties are starting to climb up. And you have certain drivers who know how to stay out of trouble, keep a clean, consistent drive, and oftentimes you're able to get in those points just from not making a mistake. For Chris Steamer, for example, we went from 19th place. He's already in 12th place right now. Has moved up 2 spots, only 4.4 seconds behind Carnage Achilles, who I said is extremely quick. Oh, we got a 3-second penalty by Spoof. The penalties are starting to mount. We're only a fourth of our way through the race. Those penalties will make a difference as the race goes. Carnage is starting to pull away from the crew. Matty D only half a second behind Chappers for the 4th spot. Been chasing him now for a couple laps. This is a really technical part of the track right there. Way to hit that turn just right. Coming in there in 2nd gear. Way to stay in bounds. Oh, Matty G went just a little bit wide. That may have cost him in his entry right here. Yeah, I think he would have wanted to put the power down and hope he could have made a move here coming into turn 1. But that little wrinkle he did right around turn 18, 19, 19, 20 there may have cost him. F1 Nerd has got a battle going on here with Monstar. Timmy with another 3-second penalty. He's really causing himself some problems today. Monstar with a 3-second penalty. I tell you, I don't know if you can get through this circuit here without having a complete grid filled with penalties. But I will say this: thus far, a third of the way through the race, we have not lost a single driver. We have not lost a single driver. It's actually been some really great racing all week in all 4 tiers here at Prospects eRacing League. We do have PlayStation, Xbox, PC, as well as the Gran Turismo 7. We have our F1s on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, starting at 8 o'clock British Standard Time. And on Fridays, we have the Gran Turismo 7. So, let's tune in. We have several commentators and drivers that sometimes are able to move amongst the tiers to fill out space, to fill up the grid when people may not be at a race that day, and we are able to keep everything entertaining and just swift for everyone. Alright, well, looks like we got our first blinker here. It looks like Rageburger's in the pit. He's coming out on the hard tires, 9 laps in. I'm sure he's going to be able to try to take those hards the rest of the way, unless he gets some kind of safety car. He's going to try to get 20 laps, 19 laps or so out of those hard tires. I'm sure everyone else will be waiting just a little bit longer before they pit. Chappers with a 3-second penalty. That's costly. That's costly, especially as he's being chased down by Matty D, who does not make many mistakes. Caution. Section 3. I don't know what's going on back here. Looks like XP is passing up the safety car. Trying to catch up on Don Moore. Rageburger's trying to get back in there. Having lost 10 spots when he pitted. But everyone else still is going to have to pit. He's the only one who's pitted so far. Him and Carnage Achilles both, I'm sorry. And they both switched out to the hard tires. Looks like, ooh, Looks like who did we lose back there? No, we didn't lose anyone. Just got a caution. I didn't catch who it was. Gotta get better at catching that. Alright, Pulaski's going into the pit. Our race leader up 0.6 of a second. T-Mouse with the 3-second penalty. I believe that's his first penalty. Chappers is coming into the pit. So with basically the top 6 or 7, the 7, 8 drivers really, that's going to leave Crew Steamers. Well, no, Crew is actually coming into the pit as well. Who is that going to leave as our race leader? That's going to put Pulaski in the lead. With a 5-second penalty with a collision with where Chappers missed the collision. It looks like he might have had some damage because he's not moving around too well. He's had several cars pass him. He's had a great race so far, and that's going to be very costly for him. And the penalty does not help. Another 5-second penalty with T-Mouse for ignoring a flag, and XP has got Zippy, has got a 5-second penalty for collision. It's all kind of shenanigans going on around here. Let's see if everybody get a chance to pit. Damwar has not pitted. He's the only driver right now that chose not to pit. Him, XP, as well as Vintage, they all have relatively young hard tires. We're gonna get a chance to bunch the track up. We'll probably go at least one more lap, I'd imagine. Look at Pulaski has moved up 6 spots from 7th place into the lead. Matty D is staying very consistent. He's started in 6th and has maintained that 6th place spot in spite of all the people who has kind of jumped around him. And when that McLaren has held for him, I don't believe Vintage is going to have a chance to fully catch up. He's back there a significant amount. Yeah, he's almost a second or so behind. Yeah, Pulaski's trying to get a closer look at that little sweet safety car. That is a sweet safety car too. I really like it better than the Mercedes. I like the Mercedes car better, but I like that safety car better than the Mercedes car. It looks really cool. I'd imagine our safety car will be coming in this lap. 11 laps in. Pulaski is our current race leader, followed by T-Mouse, Rageberger, Chappers, Caballas, Matty D, Monstar, Light Sizzle, Lucifer Shaheed, Crew Steamers, Carnage Achilles in the Mercedes, Spoof, F1 Nerd, one of the coolest names in sim racing, Don Moore, XP, Mason, Villanova, Jessica Akami, and Bandage. Bandage is actually caught up. Wait a minute. No, I'll take that back. I'm just coming. Bandage is quite a way back. I guess I jumped the gun a little bit. I jumped the gun. He's got quite a bit of catching up to do. Alright, these tires should be nice and hot. I think everyone is pretty much gonna hope to stay out there. It might be a couple of drivers that will hope for a late safety car, but for the most part, we're gonna have the opportunity to just stay on out there and get this race done. 17 laps left. Can Caballas hold the lead? Pulaski, I'm sorry, can Pulaski hold the lead? He's got no penalties. What did you say, Mason? Yeah, Mason said he came out ahead of XP and they hit him with a penalty anyway. They hit him with a 5-second penalty. Alright, we starting the race. No, we will have another lap. We'll have another lap. Looking at T-Mouse sitting here in the Williams. Getting antsy. Trying not to pull a Verstappen on Pulaski. Stand back. Staying nice and respectful. So everyone's got a chance to heat those tires up. You know, I've been to Austin, Texas just one time. I had just moved to Texas, and I'm from California. I had just moved to Texas, and I took my my daughters to a petting zoo. Yeah, I was living in a little town called Texarkana at the time. It was like, it's almost like a juncture between Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. They're all right there together. So, yeah, we drove down to Austin, went to the petting zoo. My kids had a great time. Lots of good pictures, fond memory. And they had some great food down there. Really great food. Big portions. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Not everything, but a lot of things. A lot of things are. Alright, drivers got to be a little antsy. Ready to get this race started. Everyone has caught up. So I'd imagine the safety car is going to be in this lap. Yep, safety car is in this lap. So it's going to be left to Pulaski to decide when this race is going to go. I'm sure he's going to get everyone nice and bunched up. Yep, he's starting to bunch in now. He's starting to bunch in. Back him up, back him up, back him up. Try to get out here to this straightaway. And see if he can be the first one down this 234 meters before he makes this sharp left-hander. Alright, he's off. Here he goes. Oh, it looks like he's coming down the straightaway being chased by T-Mouse. T-Mouse is only 0.2 of a second. We've already got a safety car back. No, I'm sorry. We already got a caution back there. Oh, because we might have had a little contact between Rageburger and T-Mouse. I'm sorry, T-Mouse and Pulaski. But Pulaski took the lead back. Looks like they may have jostled, put the lead back and forth for a second there. I took my eye off the race and looked at the map and might have missed a thing or two. We're already starting to spread out really quickly. Surprisingly so. I guess by now either you're comfortable or you're not. Lucifer Shahid, we haven't heard your name today, but you have not been in the penalty. You've been able to drive a clean race so far. Caution, second section there. Did we lose a driver? No. We didn't lose anyone. Everyone's back to driving. Okay, here we go. Alright, we got a three-way fight here. Oh, Mason is being... Oh, it looked like there's contact between Mason and just Timmy. The stewards will be having a look at that. The stewards will be having a look at that. The AlphaTauri and Mason and the Mercedes-Benz did have a little fender bender. Looked like Mason was spent around. They're going to have a look and see how that went exactly. Looks like XP had to pit because he must have had some wing damage. Lysetto was able to climb up 7 spots right now. He's in P6. Dunmore has got a penalty, 3 seconds. The penalties, as I said before, are starting to mount. Before you know it, almost everyone on the grid, almost everyone will have a penalty. Whoever does not will be able to make a significant amount of time at the end of this race, especially if we get a late safety car and things bunch up a bit. Matty D is in 3rd place now, having moved up 3 spots, and he's trying to make a move on Pulaski, who has already lost the lead to T-Mouse, who has moved up 3 spots himself. But Pulaski's moved up 5, so all 3 of these drivers have really had a really good showing today. Alright, the McLaren's going to be chasing Pulaski. Looks like he's going to chase him for a minute. We see a closer race here. XP is trying to see if he can get on that last point position. Chasing Dunmore. Down 0.3 seconds. Coming up on the last back end of section 3. Oh, and he spent out. XP has spent out. He barely strapped the wall. It doesn't look like he's DNF. He's able to back out and get the car back in working order, but he's going to have to stop and probably change out a wing. Oh, it looks like we had Spoof. Looks like he might have ran off the course a little bit, and he was passed up by Rageburger. Rageburger was able to take advantage and get into turn 1. Nice pass, really nice pass. Rageburger is trying to see if he can get up to Luther Shahid, who was pretty much just having a Sunday drive out here on his own. Spoof has picked up a 3-second penalty. I'll have a look at penalties here in just a minute. Let's see if Matty D able to make up any ground on Pulaski. He's got the ERS wide open, DRS open. Trying to make a move on the inside. It looks like the move has been made as the Ferrari is Chappers is trying to sneak up on both of them. Matty D is trying to fight them all off at the same time. Oh, the Ferrari is going back and forth. No contact is being made amongst the drivers. This is what happens when you race with drivers week in, week out. Oh, Matty D with a 3-second penalty. That's going to be costly, as they're all clambered up in there together. Pulaski is the only non-penalty driver right now that we have amongst the top 7 drivers, amongst the top 12 drivers actually. It's Luther Shahid and Pulaski, the only 2 drivers who do not have a penalty. Ooh, Monstar is really trying to move up. Looks like he made about 2 passes right there, getting that Red Bull up into the podium positions with only 12 laps left. He's trying to chase down Matty D. He's only 3 seconds ahead of him. And heck, it doesn't look like 3 seconds. Nope, okay, I'm sorry. 0.7 seconds. Alright, I was looking at how far Matty D was back from the T-Mouse. So if I said that didn't look right. Alright. Matty's only Monstar is only 0.8 seconds down. He's got 19% of his DRS. Crew Steamers with the fastest lap. Alright, crew, wait to see you having some positive results out here, because I know you're struggling today, buddy. I just go to show any particular driver on any given day can come out here and put on a quality showing. He's not having the greatest showing today, but he does indeed have the fastest lap. Corrales, we have a 3-second penalty. Pulaski's having a hard time holding on here. It looks like Matty D wants to run away from him and get on after Monstar. No, but Pulaski said, hey, I may have spoke too soon. As he cuts down here in turn 19. Turn 20 is going to be really tricky here. See if he can open up on this straightaway. Pop that DRS. Nope. Oh, who is that trying to pass him up? The Ferrari looks like he got on the inside. I didn't even notice. Cameras got on the inside of him, made a great move. Light Sizzle is right there on his heels as well. Pulaski is really right there in the dogfight section. We'll stick with Pulaski. Since he doesn't have any penalties right now, can he stay penalty free? In best place right now, but he's the only driver without a penalty. And know the significant penalties ahead of him. T-Mouse has an 11-second penalty. That is really bad. So currently, right now, he is actually, you can say he's 6 seconds behind Monstar. And a 3-second penalty for F1 Nerd. Which is, and another penalty, 3 seconds for Cruise Steamers. The penalties are adding up. And Matty D wants to see if he can get up another step on that ladder. Chasing down Monstar. Coming up on the back end of section 3. Could really make up a lot of ground here coming up on this last turn. He's got 46% of VRS. Looks like DRS just popped open for him. He's going to get within about a half second, but he's not close enough to actually make a move. Monstar cannot currently see T-Mouse, but T-Mouse has so many penalties, he's really bringing himself back. He's bringing himself back in play. Lucifer Shahid, once again, is driving a really quiet race. 0.4 seconds behind Light Cezzo, who has a 3-second penalty. So that almost puts him in 4th place right now, if I'm not mistaken. Lucifer Shahid can keep this up. He may wind himself on the podium just by staying clean and keeping a smooth drive going here. You know, when I first started driving in Prospects eRacing League, we were PRL at the time, another 3-second penalty for Carnage Achilles. That puts him at only 3 seconds worth of penalties. Oh, we have a spin out by XP. XP has spent out right around turn 8. That's tricky there. After you come off those S's, you know, you're ready to kind of open it up a little bit, and it can definitely catch you blindsided. But anyway, yeah, Lucifer Shahid was just 2 seconds ahead of me a couple years ago, and I don't know what happened. I looked up one day, and the guy just blew me away. Actually, what happened was one day we were supposed to race, and I told him I'd be right back. I was running to the store, and I came back, my TV had broke. Had to race off my phone for like 2 weeks until I bought a new TV. And in that time period, I never got as quick to that young man again. Speaking of young man, we also have ladies in our particular league, so we're open to everyone of all genders and belief systems there. So come on in, and I'm sure you'll find someone that can help you enjoy your racing experience, as well as possibly meet some great friends. Carnage Achilles has spent out. He spent out right around turn, was it around turn 8? No, it's around turn 12 there. He looks like he's having a hard time getting it back on the road. Once you spin, those tires get so hot. T-Mouse is trying to pull away, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it with that 8-second penalty. XP has a 3-second penalty again. No, like what I keep saying again, it's only 3 seconds worth of penalties for XP. These guys are going to get me if I keep that up. And when I say guys, I mean guys and girls. It looks like we have Chappers who just passed. Well, let me hear. Monstar just passed Chappers on a safety car. I don't know if that's going to be allowed to happen here. You might have to, your stewards might have to have a look at that. He might be asked to return the position. All right, Lucifer Shahid looks like he'd be making a move on Light Cezzo, and the move has been made. Great pass. Way to get in the inside on him, moving up into 6th place. And now he's only about 2 seconds behind Pulaski, trying to chase Pulaski down for 5th place. We have a spin back here. Dunmore with a 3-second penalty. Thought I'd seen a little battle going on there. So it looks like our closest battle right now is Chappers, Pulaski, and Monstar are trying to battle it out for that 3rd place in the podium right now. But it looks like we've had some problems here up front. I'm not seeing who the caution is for. Spoop has got a 3-second penalty. So that's 9 seconds on Spoop. Wow, the penalties are really, really mounting. This is probably the most penalized race we may have had this season in a given tier. Where we have a close battle at here. Rageburger is just a second behind Lucifer, but he's got the 3-second penalty, so that puts him about 4 seconds behind. So we got Pulaski right now is chasing down Chappers, and he's chasing the whole pack up and down because it looks like everyone ahead of Pulaski has significant penalties, and he is absolutely going to wind up on the podium at this rate. What's the tire situation like? Okay, 10 laps. Okay, no one is in any danger, particularly. Everyone should be able to get through here. Vintage might have some problems here with those hards. So might XP, but they are struggling pretty far down in the points as it stands right now. Looks like we had a penalty, we had a caution somewhere in the back. Rageburger with a 3-second penalty. Looks like we lost Carnage Achilles and we lost Just Coming. Lucifer Shahid is still trying to move up in the standings here. So far, he and Pulaski are the only two drivers in the top 10 who do not have a penalty. Top 11, I'm sorry, because Villanova also does not have a penalty. He's been quiet and he's moved up 7 positions in this race. Looks like, do we have a little battle here going on between F1 Nerd and XP? Nope. Not particularly. Did we lose another driver? Looks like we lost Mason. Where did we lose Mason at? Probably around turn 20. Oh, did I just miss it? Alright, we're starting the race off. We got 6 laps left. Looks like Shahid has dropped down a couple spots, but Pulaski has maintained that 5th place position. He's actually moved up 2 spots. Really, everyone has stayed pretty competitive to where they were at the start of the race. Hasn't been a lot of really significant jumps. Villanova's moved up 7 spots, but it's been quiet. Like Sevo has also moved up 6 spots, but he's been just as quiet. Matty D has moved up 4 spots and is right there on the heels of T-Mouse, who has, what's going on with his penalties? He looks like he's got quite a bit of penalties here, if I'm not mistaken, about 11 seconds. Yeah, Pulaski is trying to make a move on Monstar, but he's a little too far back. 0.6 of a second back from him. As I said, almost every driver has got penalties. But as it stands now, it's a pretty wide gap between most of the drivers. There's not a lot of opportunity for wheel-to-wheel driving. We've lost 4 drivers so far today. Mason, Carnage Achilles, and Just Coming. I need to learn how to pronounce that name. So I have a feeling every time I pronounce that name, I'm pronouncing it differently, and that's just not right. 3-second penalty from F1 Nerd. F1 Nerd, it looks like he's out of the race. We lost F1. Did he come into the pit? It looks like he may have quit in the pit because I don't see him out in the circuit anywhere. But that did bring out a safety car. I'm wondering if anyone's going to use this as an opportunity to change any tires here. T-Mouse would be the first one. And doesn't look like he's going to. Alright, Caballas, XP, and Damore are all switching out. Looks like they're all going with soft tires. Vintage, XP, and Vintage, Damore, Caballas, and Vintage all have softs. XP with the medium, soft for cruise steamers. With 5 laps left, it is legitimately anyone's race with all of these penalties. XP has a drive-through penalty. XP has a drive-through penalty. That might have killed his opportunity to get into the points. But Lucifer Shahid is still battling on 13 lap old hard tires, chasing down Rageberger, chasing down Light Sizzle, I'm sorry, by 0.6 of a second. My eyes are really off today. I'm kind of reading 2 things at once. They're kind of goofy. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get any closer right now. Seems he's trying to see if he can get a little closer to Matty D. Rageberger and Monstar have both pitted on those 14 and 15 lap old hards. Chappers has got another 3-second penalty. That hurts because I was sitting in this car right now watching that Ferrari, admiring the new paint job. Looks so sweet. I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep those. They say it's a limited time only, but they do an excellent job. Matty D said, where is T-Mouse? You can see him somewhere out in the distance, but he does have those penalties. It's going to bring him much closer back to home. Oh! Looks like we got a battle right here between Lucifer Shahid and Lycezo. Yeah, Lucifer had made a move on him, but was not able to keep the move. Was not able to stick it. Looks like Chappers is into the pit. Didn't think he could make it these final 3 laps. He really gonna cost himself quite a bit of track position here. That's gonna allow Lucifer Shahid, who is chasing down Lycezo, to make a move on the inside. So far, he seems to have a great move. Slow down the 100-meter bar. Oh, Lycezo made a move back. He tried to recover. He may have had a little bit of contact, but he seems to be pulling off great. He's out of ERS, so he's just pulling it through with just straight skill. Just sliding through those S's like butter. I tell you. Caballas with the fastest lap. And he's in 11th position, so that would not count for a point for him. So he's got to get in the point position there, but it doesn't look like he's going to have the opportunity to. He's what is he, 20-something seconds behind Villanova. Oh, it looks like the BWT and the McLaren are going at it. Cruise Steamers with the fastest lap. That's what I'm talking about. Second time this race, Cruise Steamers has got fastest lap. Rageberger's making a move on the inside, down in the back straight. It looks like he was able to pass up Spoof, but Spoof came back. He might have had just a little bit of contact, a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact. No harm done. If anything, Spoof was knocked off course there a little bit. And in the process of this, Lucifer Shahid has moved up into the 5th spot with only 2 laps left, no penalties, and as well as Pulaski, who's chasing down Matty D. Matty D has got, let me see what kind of penalties Matty D has got. Matty D's only got 3 seconds worth of penalties. He's 6 seconds ahead of Pulaski. So that's going to keep him in second. That might keep him in first place. Yeah. That's going to put him in first place. T-Mouse is going to fall into second place at this rate. That's going to drive him crazy to be first in the race, but last in results, or less than in results. I said last, by no means. Lucifer Shahid, can you move up a little closer? Can you move up a little closer? Chasing Lysetho down with only 2 laps left. You're all up in his gearbox. Braking will be key here. Oh yeah, each driver hit that perfect, coming through there in second gear. Lysetho's driving like he don't even know. Lucifer Shahid's behind him. Well, you better figure it out real quick. Lucifer is on his left and just past him. Shuts it down around the 80-meter board. Gets on the brake. Perfect turns. Down in the one of the more technical areas of the circuit. And he's able to maintain his lead. Maybe even be pulling away a little bit. About a half a second. And Chappers is really trying to make a push for Lysetho. Even though he's got 14 seconds worth of penalties. Hey, that doesn't matter. As you're out there on the track, you still want to beat the car in front of you. Oh, looks like we got Chappers and had made a nice move on the inside, and Lysetho in turn 1. Waited back off him a little bit. Lysetho, great sportsmanship. Way to save the car for another corner. You know, you see that a lot of times in Prospect eRacing League. You see a lot more, I guess, chivalry. You see a lot more courteousness in driving. You don't see all the cutthroat dive bombs, and you know, people know they got to race each other week in, week out. So it makes it so that people are a lot more apt to try to enjoy the experience and drive clean because they don't want to have a bad reputation. Pulaski is really driving a great race. Let's see here. Position change. Who are we going to give driver of the day? Villeneuve looking good, and so is Lysetho. But look at Lucifer Shahid. Really, it says he's only moved up 1 spot, but man, that sure has been. He's had a lot of climbing to do, up and down to get that to only move up 1 spot. Pulaski has really had a great race. Driver today would probably go to Villeneuve, but me personally, I think I'm going to go with Pulaski. I think he's driven really clean, and he's going to wind up at least in second place. He's coming up on his final lap. He's got about 7 seconds on Shahid. Okay, looks like Shahid was just passed by Chappers on turn 1. That's been a very popular passing point today. In fact, Lucifer Shahid passed just Chappers twice on that very turn and gave it up himself with the last lap to go. Yeah, that's gotta hurt, but he does. He's kept a clean race. So as long as he stays close to Chappers, he might indeed be able to surpass him when it's time to tally the points. Yeah, I think T-Mouse is about ready to wrap this bad boy. Oh, we have a spin. Looks like we have a spin with Advantage. Yeah, Advantage just spins again. He is not having a good race. He's just having a rough day. I've had days like that. In fact, I need to have days that's not like that, okay? T-Mouse is coming around the final turn. Where is this going to put him? He is our provisional winner at this moment. Is that going to remain the case? Yes. No, he drops down to second place. Matty D has taken first place, followed by T-Mouse. Pulaski's in third. These penalties of Chappers has picked up another penalty. These penalties are really going to come back to hurt. Lucifer Shahid was denied the podium. Pulaski's in third, Lucifer Shahid's in fourth, followed by Lysetho in fifth place in the McLaren, followed by Villeneuve, Monstar, Chappers, Spoof, Raveburger, Caballas, Don Moore, Crew Steamer, XP, Vintage, and the drivers who did not finish the race today was F1 Nerd, Mason 98, Carnage Achilles, and Just Comic-Son. Believe it or not, to have only lost a fourth of the grid, fifth of the grid, shall I say, and it was much later in the race when we started dropping drivers. Considering we had so many penalties, it was not at all a badly won race. Just like to congratulate Matty D on another win. He has been quite the league winner of late. Let me see here. Did Matty D win last weekend? No, Strahouse won last week. That's going to put Matty D in considerable lead. He already led the championship with 142 points. He'll get another 25 points here with the lead. He was being chased by Sinister and Pulaski. Pulaski really made a great showing of himself today. And Sinister, I don't believe, raced today. I don't remember calling his name. I think he was one of the drivers who had to have a reserve. So congratulations once again are in order. Alright, so we got Matty D. Who we got? So we got Matty D and the McLaren, followed by T-Mouse and the Williams, Pulaski and Austin Martin, Lucifer Shaheed and the Williams, Light Sezo and the McLaren, Villanable and the Mercedes, Monstar and the Red Bull, Chappers in the Ferrari, Spoof in the Austin Martin, Raceburger in the Alpine to have our final points member, Caballas and Haas in the 11th place, followed by Dumore in the Alfa Romero in 12th. Crew Steamers in the Alpine in 13th, XP in the Red Bull in 14th place, Vintage, who is in 15th place in the Alfa Romero, F1 Nerd in the Haas in 16th place, and Mason with 17th in the Alfa Romero, Carnage Achilles in 18th with the Mercedes, and Just Kimmy at 19th in the AlphaTauri. Excellent race, and tune in tomorrow for Tier 4 in Prospects eRacing League. We're going to be at 10 o'clock British Standard Time. I think Zippo is going to be the broadcaster for tomorrow. Let me see if I can get anyone here for an interview. No. Okay. No, looks like I might be able to get Pulaski T-Mouse in here. Let's see if I can get T-Mouse, Pulaski. Well, who am I missing here? The T-Mouse, Burger. Is it Matty D, T-Mouse. I don't think I sent one to Maggie's. Trying to see if I can get someone in, any of the our podium position people in here to get a quick little interview. Alright, I sent invites to Chimouth, Pulaski, and Matty D. I would hope those are our podium position people. Hey, who we got here?
Matty D.
Matty D, what's up there, buddy? Congratulations on second place.
Cheers, bro.
Hey, man, good driving. I tell you, you seemed like you were going to catch up to him for a while there. It seemed like had so many penalties. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to wrench that first place away from him.
It was a struggle for sure, especially for the start that I had. It went downhill at the start, and then I'm glad I brought it back.
Yeah, this is one of those circuits that either you just clicking on all cylinders, or once things start going bad, it's like it's hard not to stop the avalanche, you know?
I was praying and hoping for a safety car, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, but you had really good pace all throughout it. Like I said, you started off a little sluggish, but after that, you started just cutting through the field. Were you able to practice much for this circuit?
I actually didn't, to be fair. I didn't practice.
Well, you just step in there and just take over the thing, huh?
I just didn't have the time.
Did you create a setup specifically for this track, or did you use one from a previous circuit?
I did have one secured ready.
What type of wing do you run on this?
I think I was running like 10 and 20 on the back.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I need to get better at doing my setups, you know. But just watching is education, because I'm definitely getting better at viewing, if not driving. So it's always an absolute pleasure to watch you. Are you going to be at a race in the academy this week to just kind of jump in there to race with the I guess cross play?
I don't know. I might consider it.
Yeah, because it's typically drivers from all tiers, so you know you can run into some tier 1 drivers or some old pokey butt tier 4 drivers like myself. So what would you say to a really slow driver such as myself on how to go about improving on a consistent basis? What would you tell a person to work on?
Just keep it within track limits and just try and keep it clean. Because the more you keep it,
who we got there?
Keep it clean.
Great drive, Pulaski. Hey, you just really kept it clean out there, huh?
Yeah, just want to great race.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. You know, it was kind of I was on a solo bolo mission there, so I'm like, okay, good thing I talk too much. I just keep talking till somebody shuts me up, and it was just me, you know.
Yeah, just to say, I'm very proud about my old teammate. Matthew enjoyed the win, and yes, I'm fighting for PC standings. And chase Simster for the second place, and let's see what I can have for the season.
Where you at? P3. With only 3 races left.
3 races left.
What do you think is your best race per those circuits to give yourself a chance to make significant dent in the championship?
What is the 3 races?
Let me have a quick look here. Yeah, I love Brazil. That's one of my favorite circuits. 2 seconds. Okay, where we at? Brazil and
Belgium.
In Belgium, in Spa.
2 races.
Just 2 races.
Yeah. Where's the next?
That's a great couple, really sweeping, exciting wheel-to-wheel opportunity circuits to race in. You know, great race to end the season.
I'm gonna try my hardest.
Well, so far your hardest has been giving you a significant point lead in the championship. You look up. Do you have your eye on Tier 2 next season?
I'm hoping so.
I will check for that. If Matty goes, maybe.
Uh, well, we'll miss whichever one of you guys or both of you guys disappear. But looking forward to seeing you the last couple races of the season. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Is there anything you guys like to say to the league, or you want to give any shout outs to your stream or anything?
I just want to say well done to Kai as well for the great battle that we had for quite a while.
Yeah, that was really going on. He just started picking up penalties, and that just kind of took him out of the box. And once you start picking those penalties up, it gets in your head and affects the rest of the way how you drive. You're like, man, you can see you start taking your foot off the pedal a little bit, not being able to be quite as aggressive. But for some reason, you're able to stay really, really aggressive and clean at the same time, while all kind of, madness is taking place around you. So that was just a really quality drive.
Yeah, of course. And Artistic, I have one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
Who's gonna win the championship constructor between Aston Martin, McLaren, Williams, or Red Bull? I think it's to fight for the championship. Who's gonna win?
Well, right now we got Aston Martin before today. Aston Martin had a 40-point lead over Red Bull, which had a 1-point lead over the McLaren and a 12-point lead over the Williams. So it's kind of a four. Yeah. Right now I've got to give the edge to the Aston Martin. Who's the Aston Martin drivers? Who we got here?
Because Owen was not here this round, so it was in mode solo for me. So yeah, let's see what happens in the end. Tesso is back too, so I'll finish for 2.
Yeah. Do you guys ever practice together, you and Owen, or do you just kind of go at it?
Like maybe.
Okay, because a lot of times when you guys are actually racing in the race, you find yourself having really competitive pace. You guys are always typically right there, either on the podium or within a step or two behind it. For Damien fighting each other for that last spot oftentimes. So, great to have a teammate that's so close to your own competitive time.
Yes, thank you again. Cheers, Matty. See you next week.
GG, bro.
Hey, thank you both, and it's been a pleasure.
Yes. Ciao, boys.
All right, good night, guys.
We'll chat to you all later.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
So.
Cheers.